Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what was out there, and a lot of really cool creations again to look at. Most of them are new. Well, some of them are new, and a lot of them are updates to previous versions of the ship, mainly to go to Reforge Eden 2. Also, there's another ship that's kind of built for a custom server, so it's not going to the numbers aren't going to quite work right, no matter what version of the game I showed in, I believe. So, but I wanted to look at the ship because it's a really cool looking ship. So the very first creation here today is the Hero V2 by ArtemisRouge. And we have looked at this ship fairly recently, a couple of videos back, and it was a killer looking ship. Very, very unique aesthetics and whatnot. A lot of fire going on and some really cool stuff. I do remember looking at this LCD. It's almost like a blade on the front, and admiring the gradients of the colors going on in here too. You can kind of see how it's going from like a dark blue to kind of a mediumish blue in the process. Just so many different details and accents throughout the ship. There's probably more on this version than the original one, but I don't know that for sure. It is again an updated version of the ship. I'm mainly curious about its specifications and things like that, so I'll be looking at that in a second, but definitely wanted to fly around the ship a little bit and you can admire what this looks like. And again, yeah, killer looking ship. Just so much to look at. It's almost overwhelming. A lot of fire going on in here too. We got some fire. We got some of this plasma stuff probably mixed in with the fire for extra hot fire. But all I can say is I do feel sorry for the poor AI in the game having to try to deal with this. Obviously, this is definitely a dedicated combat ship. A lot of firepower on it, and it's kind of set up for combat as well. I'll get a little bit more in depth into the hull though. Again, we did look at the ship before, but yeah, I'm just kind of curious on. I don't know how in depth I looked at it last time. But let's check out hull materials and see what's going on with its defensive stuff going on here. So it's like we're running. Okay, so we got some Xeno there, combat steel, hardened steel. Yeah, a lot of. I'm sure the hull materials are going to be fluctuating throughout the ship, and that's probably the best way to accomplish that. You want to protect the reinforced areas that need to be protected, but if you reinforce everything, then it weighs too much, and just a lot of problems like that. So let's fly through this thing a minute. Here, let me put away that a second. So we've got some crazy going on in here. So I think we're pretty much looking at just a ton of Xeno blocks over here, which is a lot of hit points. And oh yes, I kind of was looking for that. We got some decoys in here, so I got a little baby thruster over here. I wouldn't doubt we got some more decoys floating around in this area too. Wow, look at that! Wow, we've got like a full launcher over here, light cannons that are decoys in here too. Obviously, there's no place for them to fire, but the AI is going to be like, "Oh, I'm going to shoot your guns," and it's going to waste all its time trying to shoot this, and then the ship's just going to laugh at the AI and like, "You're stupid." Yeah, poor AIs. I'm almost feeling sorry for the AI at this point in time. It's these artistic engineers are just schooling you. I mean, you don't even know what to do anymore as an AI. The stuff flops in, and you're just like, oh, let's do our thing, and we'll shoot at the front, and meanwhile you get blown up, and in this case probably caught on fire too. So other than that, it does have a lot of big guns on here too. So don't mind the little bit of CPU used for the decoys over there. Its main firepower is going to be probably these guys over here, which are main plasma batteries. That sounds pretty devastating, and there's not just one of them. No, there's quite a few things over here. We got a lot of other little things too. There's a lot of sentry guns on the build. We got some more traditional turrets as well. Again, I feel really sorry for the AI players. They don't know how to handle something like this. It's poor AIs. They need some better training. They really do. I mean, if this was a human player, if I seen this coming at me, I know that I have mere seconds to live. So I think what I would do is target right here. Just let the rest of the ship be. But poor AIs don't know that. Anyway, let's look at some specs here. This is kind of fun. So unlock level 25, size class or complexity 11, 43 forward, 43 strafing, 43 left, 43 reverse, 44 down. So very, very balanced over here. Looks like the roll, pitch, and yaw are right in there too. A lot of guns. A lot of the sentry guns and things like that. But yeah, again, probably your most heavy hitting guns on here are probably these main plasma batteries over there. So we got 14-hour, 19-minute build time. I mean, this is a I would say a late game combat type of CV here. So it's not going to come free or anything like that either, but I'm pretty sure it would be quite effective in gameplay. So quite a lot of these quantum processors and some other things needed to get this spawned in. Taking a look over here, it is a Core 11 build, so you'd have your 800,000 CPU plus 2 quantum CPUs in there. And overall CPU comes out to, uses 1,076,000 there. It's actually got a little extra CPU left over on this as well. Hey Artemis, I think you should have probably added some more guns on here. Look at that. You got this deficit of CPU here. You could blow it up even faster. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's really cool. Also the shield on here. Stock shield, 121,673. Do have a couple P menu options for radar and anti-drone. That's probably a lot of the sentry guns, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's really, really cool ship again. I definitely think it's awesome to look at. So much detail and things going on. And you know, it's got a lot of fire going on too. So I mean, that's fire's bad for the AI. That'd be kind of cool if you could actually do something with that. I don't know, but anyway, that very, very cool ship again. Just kind of a recap here on the RE2 version of the Hero or V2 by ArtemisRouge. Okay, so the next creation here, this is SV. This is the Anteres, if I said that correctly, ND by Barefoot and Hillbilly. Now this is very specialized. This is for a New Dawn server. And this is the first I've heard of that, so I don't know exactly what is detailed. But from the description, it sounds like this server it's kind of like it has its own mod package built into it, so it's got some different things going on, different parts. In fact, to get this one powered up, I did have to put it in a core and a generator, and I definitely wanted to have it on when we took a look at it. But I thought this looked really, really cool for a ship here. Mainly, I would just want to kind of admire the design. And this is a very unique feature here, too. It's kind of got your bridge up here, but it's kind of like split in two. I thought that was just a unique feature. I can't honestly say I've seen that very often at all. Looks really, really cool, too. Also, another thing to note, too, is the really cool texturing done on the ship. It's kind of it's using mixed textures and some little bit of different color tints in the process. And it really has a nice look there. And then you kind of mix in your darker shades there for like the shadow effect or the Star Wars look, kind of. And everything really looks nice on this ship. So, I was worried about that. It's missing stuff, though. It is missing stuff. I apologize. Obviously, there's stuff that's supposed to be over here that didn't spawn in because it's probably custom to this particular server. And again, yeah. I'm kind of curious now on the server. I apologize. I'm not showing it in its best light here because I don't have whatever that server has to be able to show this properly. So just keep that in mind. But even with some missing stuff on it, obviously, killer looking ship here. Yeah, for SV, it's a pretty big SV as well. Love these extensions kind of coming off the hull and how all the block work was done there with the coloring and texturing and everything too. We do have some texture lights down over there. like the caution stuff going on by the landing gear. That looks pretty cool too. Nice way to pull that off. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's get aboard and see what's going on. And I will adjust the lighting here a second. Now, keep in mind, I threw in a core right before the video and a generator. So this server is dealing with a lot of custom stuff. So that's why that's there. It's not part of the build. It's just part of what I did. So sorry about that. Just want to be very clear about that. All right. So as soon as we get in here, looks like we got some familiar parts, like a Pentaxid tank over there. Really cool layout here. I like this, I don't know, kind of like, I wouldn't call it a hangar or anything like that, but it kind of a storage area coming into the ship. I like the way this is done. Got some storage controllers in there. I wonder if they're the same. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what is all different with this New Dawn server. Sounds like, from what I can tell, though, pretty extensive modifications on that server. And again, I'm sure we're missing lots of stuff here. So, yeah, God, I don't know. I really wanted to look at it. The screenshots look so neat, and it does look really nice as a ship. So we're just admire the block work and how the ship looks. As in the stats and specs, that's not going to be very valid in this, from what I'm showing, or whatnot there. So up here we've got, oh, this is a cool little setup here. So it kind of has your main corridor going to the ship, and then some elevated areas here for like crew function and crew seats and things like that. So we do have some more familiar parts: armor locker, our trauma station, fridges, food processor, of course O2, another storage controller there. And then on the other side we've got kind of like you're gonna deploy a bunch of stormtroopers. No, this is, or maybe not. This could be the rebels. So you're gonna deploy people, or stormtroopers. So very, very cool build though. Definitely like the looks of this. This cockpit is awesome looking too. I mean, it's kind of neat the way the pilot, or there's like two pilot seats here. They're kind of spread apart, and that kind of makes sense with the split design with the cockpit window and things like that as well. I'll try to look at some specs, like with the storage and stuff like that in here as well. But again, it's probably not going to be showing correct numbers. I doubt, even on the controllers here, I don't think that's probably right either. The numbers are probably manipulated here on what it would be on the server plane, and which this was specifically built for. So just keep that in mind. So I don't know if any of the stats or numbers I get will be very valid at all. But again, I just really wanted to look at this build here. It looks killer for SV. Oh, we've got some of the emitters going on in here too. That looks really cool the way that's done. Like these are like thruster extensions, and seeing the steam come out of there, that's very fitting. Yeah, really cool ship. I apologize for the missing stuff. I don't even know what's supposed to be there. But again, killer looking ship here. This again is the Anteres ND by Barefoot and Hillbilly for the New Dawn server specifically. So it's not like an RE1, RE2, or vanilla creation. It's unique to that. Killer looking build though. All right, so the next creation, this is also an update. This was a ship that was looked at fairly recently again, but for probably Reforged Eden 1, and this is a Reforged Eden update to it. So this is the Nyx Astra by Chandril. And I believe this did originally have a co-author in it too, and it might have been the one that did the Flame Beast over there, or the Hero Flame Beast. So this was a killer looking ship too, surprisingly interesting in its design and layout. It's a carrier, but it has this pretty unusual deck set up here, and then kind of like an asymmetrical, pretty luxurious crew area / bridge, and everything going on in it as well. So there's probably some updates to other parts of the ship as well, just maybe a little bit of cosmetic stuff, or maybe I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing there. But really killer looking ship. Obviously, though, we've got some RE2 parts in place in here, like these turbines that we're looking at. And yeah, just wild how this thing is laid out. And what's so interesting about it, too, is that it's quite, I mean, it's like you're walking in a pretty fancy place when you're on the inside of the ship, too. It's, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I don't know if I noticed that the first time through, but yeah. Infirmary. Oh, that just kind of okay. So there's this whole setup here on, or these LCD setup on sensors over by this area here. Yeah, just a wild design here. And it looks like it would actually work too. So we got like some grow plots you can stick in over there. And obviously it's a carrier. You got that big old deck on the top. Looks like we have a production area here. And yeah, just a lot of unique features on this one. Kind of a fun ship to walk around, and it's it's quite useful too for gameplay. It's like a base style CV carrier, does production. You can do some farming, and you can move around an awful lot of stuff with it as well. The big flight deck there. But again, on this one though, I'm kind of more curious on its specs and see how this came out for RE2. So, let's see. Unlock level 25, complexity 7, 43 forward, 43 strafing, 60 lift, 43 reverse, 45 down. Got 15 fuel tanks, 10 oxygen tanks. It's a carrier. It's set up for drone defense and things like that, so it doesn't have offensive weapons on it. It does have long-range radar installed. 7-hour and 32-minute build time. Doesn't look like it's using too much special. I mean, kind of what you'd expect for something like this. A little bit of estrum and zirconium, but not a lot. And other than that, fairly normal stuff going on in here. CPU wise, it is not a Core 9. It is that a Core 7? I think I'm gonna guess. I'm trying to be able to accurately guess how much CPU these things are. So let's find out if it's a Core 7. It's a Core 7. Woohoo! Okay, so we got the 2 basic, 2 improved, and 2 advanced cores in the build. Stock shield strength is 53,454 on it. Storage wise, it has this probably didn't change. It had quite a lot of storage before, so your main input output 413K. Some of these are boxes, some of these are controllers. Posters and cards. It's got a separate box for posters and cards. It's interesting. Output, yeah, we got output at 231K. Ammo controller here at 132K. Harvest controller 320K. Just curious of one other thing. I didn't see it, but it does look like it's kind of set up to do some harvesting too. And you might, if you added in like a multi-turret on here or something like that, you could, or mining multi-turret, so you could do some of that in the process as well. And then again, awesome looking build on this one. Of course, it's not the first time we've looked at it, but really cool, really cool. And there's probably some tweaks and more details in here to check out as well. That's a really cool looking sign there. I don't remember seeing that from the first time, but I could have missed it. And this glass floor over here, that's wild. Again, whoever's traveling the galaxy in here kind of wants a little bit of luxury going on with the rest of the stuff, and it's definitely going to provide that pretty nice place to chill out in. And also, too, we do have at least 4 of these. Are these the biggest ones? I think they might be. Yeah, those are 3 blocks wide. So at least 4 of the big. Well, I think that's a max part limit, but 4 big turbines on the build as well. Just open this up, maybe. Let's get in there. Yeah. Oh, okay. So that just goes right down to the bottom there. All right. Okay. Again, awesome build here. This is the Nyx Astra by Chandril. Very, very cool. So I'm going to get out of Reforge Eden 2 here, and we're going to get into Reforge Eden 1. Quite a lot of creations to look at over here. A lot of these are new ones, so but there still is some updates in this part too. Now there was a couple other creations I was going to take a look at, that are up on the workshop right now. Look really nice, but they are for this month's Anvil Challenge, SV Challenge. So I didn't want to show those right now. So if you thought you might have had a creation that would show up here, that's the reason I'll hold off. I'm going to try to get back to that creation again after the challenge is over, to take a look at the creation, or a couple creations I was actually looking at. So coming in here, so the next one, I guess we'll get. I think everything beyond this ship is brand spanking new, but this is another update retrofit, and this is. This is the RF02 Venturous A refit. This is by Spange. So we've looked at the original version of this ship before, but this is a refit of this ship. I'm not sure if the original one at this time was a vanilla build. This one obviously is an RE1 build. It might have been an RE1 build as well, but just want to take a good look at this thing. Obviously, Star Trek inspired ship here, but that looks really cool. That looks really cool. This is like some side mounting docking going on here. It's definitely set up to park up next to something here and dock with it. So that's cool. This is interesting. I'm saying Star Trek, but it's kind of like if you took some elements of Star Trek and Star Wars and smushed them together. It's kind of the impression. Obviously, the nacelle setup back over here, that looks very much Star Trek. But you look at the wedge-shaped design with this split in that pattern, reminds me very much of a Star Wars style ship. So really interesting setup on this one. Also, the way it lands, too, it does use some of these blast doors as to kind of keep it centered and everything when you're landing the ship, which is pretty cool as well. Obviously, it does have landing gear down in there, but that kind of holds it steady when you're landing, and those won't pop out of the ship unless you're landing, which is very cool as well. So this one's running a whole lot of solar panels right on the nacelles over here. Yeah, oh, that's a cool setup. Got to have that extra power in there too, which is really useful for a lot of Empyrion ship-related things. And we got a looks like a top-facing double hangar set up here, and then of course we've got this. I almost wanted to call it a saucer, but it's not really a saucer in this case. It's more of a arrowhead type of design, but Star Trek formatted ship. Just this over here. It looks really cool. But does give me Star Wars vibes for sure. And it looks like we've got one bridge up here. Oh, this is a unique setup here too. It's not a single block center. It's a double block center build. Interesting. Yeah, very cool looking build here. I wish I had a perfect photographic memory or something. I don't exactly know all the changes from the original version of this. I know this is a refit. Maybe I probably should have tried to find that and brought that in so I could compare the two. I'll have to think about that for future videos on these retrofits and things like that. So let's get aboard here. And that's a cool looking hangar. Oh, I love this blockwork along the edges here. Oh, that's cool. A lot of detail going on there. Obviously, we've got an elevator sitting back over there, but yeah, look at all the craziness going on there with the blacks and the whites and the curvy and the straight, and yeah, that's cool looking setup there. Nice. I like the black floor too. It's clean. Feels quite fitting. And the floor in here would remind me of something you might see in more of a Star Wars creation. But obviously, I don't know. It's just kind of a mix. It's a sci-fi ship, and a very creative person that made it here. So let's take one of these elevators up here and see where we end up at. I probably ought to adjust the lighting too. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's see how that pans out. I'll try a little bit to try to get those lighting effects in here if I can. It's dark, too dark. Sorry, guys. I'll just keep the lights on. So let's see. Up here, upstairs. Okay, this is our main hangar with the top-down setup there. Now I got this. This is interesting. It has kind of this block work, kind of going down the floor here. Oh, got a stormtrooper wannabe over here. Gotta have fun. Gotta have fun. And what do we have here? A bunch of boxes, it looks like. And yeah, I like the use of these framing pieces here to put those fuel tanks in. Some of this I'm kind of remembering a little bit, but then again, there's a lot of changes made here too. So looks like over here we're getting into production alley here. A bunch of constructors. You got a deconstructor over there, storage controllers. And over here, this is gonna have to be a farm. Well, or is it? I don't know. Is this a farm? Kind of looks like it. Obviously, you'd put like grow plots here, but the ceiling isn't tall. Oh, there they are. Oh, that's sneaky. I missed it. They're kind of recessed up in there. Yeah, this will work. Yeah, that's a legit farm. That's 2-block height from there to there. It's just, yeah, you don't see the grow lights if you're just looking like this. You got to like literally look up into the cutouts there. Ah, really cool. Pretty good size, good number of grow plots you can stick in here as well. Let's count the grow lights. We got, looks like 3, so 9 grow lights in here. So 9 times 9, so yeah, 81 grow plots it looks like. So what is going on over here? Looks like a lot of part upgrade places. Some SCs over here, probably shield. Kind of looks like shield parts. I would say 2x3 medium-sized shield pieces, if I were to guess. These guys are they just stand right in front of the hallway, blocking everybody. How rude. And this is kind of probably, this is to do with the side docking. So it has a separate pilot seat over here, so you can dock this to another creation and use this the side setup over here. Oh, that is really cool. And over here we got our warp drive. Looks like another elevator. Kind of just running. Oh, gravity generator over here. Looks like we've got some more part upgrade locations here. Probably some more shielding, I would guess. I hope I got that right. Taxi tank. Yeah. I'm just going to flutter around the hall here a little bit. I know I'm missing a lot of stuff in it. But again, it is kind of an update to a design that we've looked at already. I'm pretty sure. Wasn't too far ago, I think. But killer looking build here. Obviously, the updates are looking pretty cool too. It's such a unique design, trying to kind of embrace. I would say overall probably looks more Star Trek than it does Star Wars, but it's just the shaping and some of the design characteristics of the saucer part, or in this case arrowhead part, just kind of ring Star Wars as well. So yeah, again, really cool build here. Just a quick look at some of its specs. Let's see here. Rename me. All right, and we're looking at the wrong thing here. No, we're not. Okay, so storage-wise, what am I looking at? I did the wrong thing. No, I didn't. Okay. Rename me. Okay. That screwed me up. Sorry. Okay, so these are boxes. A couple rename me boxes. Got a 2 ammo controllers at 152K each. Got a pretty big area for blocks and devices here. 328K on that. Some pallets, boxes. Another controller over here, 470K in that one. and 2 of those actually. And we got a harvest controller at 320. Yeah, yeah, very, very cool. Very cool on the storage. Size class 8 or 7.5. 63 forward, 28 strafing, 81 lift, 63 reverse, 35 down, 15 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks, running 4 sentry guns, a couple artillery cannons, 2 of these heavy laser turrets, 6 retractable miniguns, got long-range radar on there, 18-hour and 53-minute build time. It does not appear to require any quantum things. Let's get in here a second. So we're a Core 9 build. So, yeah, but RE1 Core 9 build. So it should be 2.1 million CPU. Right up to the pretty much the limits there on using that all up, which is, yeah, a pretty cool, big, fancy ship here for a Core 9 build. Not requiring any quantum or aux cores or anything like that on it. Yeah, very, very cool. Very cool here. Again, this is the RF02 Venturous A refit, RE1 by Spange. Very cool. All right, so now we're on to totally new creations that we have not looked at before. Sorry, this week was just kind of a weird week looking at creations. A lot of refits, plus challenges, plus, again, like the New Dawn server build and things like that. So just kind of some repetitive things. So let's get over here, and this one here is the RE1 Helios battlecruiser by Golden Finch. And this is obviously RE1, right in the name there. Let's take a good look at you. So I can see where that battlecruiser came out. It does, although different, it does kind of remind me a lot of the battlecruisers in StarCraft. So it has similarities for sure. Kind of the like the hammerhead front design. Your thinner neck goes out to a wider area with some pieces off to the side there. So yeah, it's a really cool looking build here. Looks like we're setting. It's set up for doing some drilling here too. Let me make sure I'm looking. Those are the parts I think they are. They're not. They are positron beam cannons. I'm sorry, not drilling. I think the drills look the same. Kind of screw you up unless you get that tool out and see what they actually are there. A lot of sentry guns along this part of the ship here. Cool looking hull design with the texture lighting and stuff going on here too. Do like that shaping. A lot of little intricate detail pieces even on the front area here. Well, those are different lights and stuff. So then we got the kind of the main part of the ship in the back here. This looks pretty wild too. Obviously, we got some blinky lights going on in here somewhere. That's a interesting setup there. That's like the one of the small pipe blocks there, but it's yeah, I actually use as texture lights here. That's a cool looking block formation coming around the edges here too. It's all rounded off, and then it curves over here using this other block. Yeah, that's a nice looking shaping there. When you see stuff like this, you really, you know, it doesn't feel very voxely. You know what I mean? Kind of totally loses that Minecraft look when you see stuff going on like that. That's a cool looking block formation here too. Down in this section, I like the texture lights in there and how this was done. Again, using some curvy blocks, kind of, but some good old wedge blocks in between there. Nice looking formation. I was kind of doing that roundy edge thing over here. We got some other, a lot of curve blocks on this build. Along the front over here as well. And then for its like color and stuff, it's pretty clean. It's using quite a few different shades of gray and things like that in the build. Though you got some darkers, dark and light and medium grays, kind of accenting things a lot that way. And we've got our radar up over top here. We do have a landing pad on this section here. Looks like we got an entry door right there. Obviously, a lot of, I would assume these are turret mount positions, and there's quite a few of them all over the place. Ah, cool looking label there too. Miniature class battlecruiser. We also got some solar going on in here too. So yeah, a lot of turret mount positions everywhere. Now that I'm starting to look for them, they're just like lots of them. Looks like we've got quite a lot of thrust going on here too. These are, oh, those are just the 2x2x4 ones. I almost looked a little bit bigger there, but yeah, we'll see how it flies and all that stuff too. Miniature class. This looks peculiar. It almost looks like it's going to open up, but I think we're looking at the bottom of a solar panel. Yeah, I think we are. Strafing thrust back over there. That's a good location for that. Cool looking block formation here. Just some added detail and effects and texture lights and stuff. And a lot of intakes there. Yeah, very cool. Obviously it does have some weapons, you know, a lot of sentry guns and some turrets on here stock as well, plus the launchers on the front of the ship. But certainly looks like it could be certainly souped up with a lot more weaponry, especially in the form of turrets. There could be some other launcher positions on here as well. Don't know yet. Anyway, let's find a way aboard here. This looks like a big old blast door. I bet you we can get in here. Here, let me. I'm gonna go out of God mode in just a second, but I'll fall back if I do it right at the moment. And let's adjust the lighting a little bit here too, unless it's too dark. Kind of dark. Okay, super dark. All right, let's not do that. Oh! All right. I want to get in that room there, but I was looking for a door. There's got to be doors. Is there doors? There's balconies. Huh. Or maybe... Huh. How does that work? Keep on thinking like one of these areas should open up here, but maybe I'm mistaken on that. Let's go up to the balcony here. I'll get out of God mode again here. And let's just see what we see in this ship. That's a cool looking hallway. Oh, I like that. Yeah, yeah. That's neat. That's yeah, like a suspended I don't know, platform kind of around a almost like a octagon shaped pathway here with the blockwork and everything like that. What do we got going on here? So, 4 hangar walkway. That's where we are now. So we've got a docking hangar, elevator bridge, alt hangar walkway. Oh, that's class. Generator room. Okay, it talks about fusion reactor and stuff too. Really interesting build here. Oh, look at that. Wow. Yeah, this has a different feel to it. Oh, that's a cool looking LCD. I like how that's done. Is that just part of the LCD? Yeah, it is. The black border around there. The XF-45 Phantom. There's probably some lore that I totally don't know right now. I don't know if that's, it's probably a reference. It's probably a reference to something. Oh yeah, look at that. We got some RE2, or I'm sorry, RE1 elevators in there. Another generator room. Again, a really cool looking hallway. That's a neat little setup there with the balcony and things like that. I'm gonna just leap. Okay. So now we're here. We do have some security in the area. We can generator access. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah. That's yeah. I like those LCDs. I like that how it's kind of got the red see-through glass like background to it. What we got over here? Oh, big bangs for small bucks. Port side wing. Oh wow. Yeah, this is cool. That's cool. That's fun. Fun one to walk around in here. Oh, look at the menu with the crazy borders on it. Let's see. Do we have crazy foods too? I think so. Batsbane. Yeah. We got some unusual foods in here too. Pretty rare that you find a cafeteria or restaurant or something in the game on these builds that has normal like food. They're usually quite creative on their foods. I think. Oh, we got some space invaders. Yeah, gotta have some space invaders in there too. Yeah, really. Yeah, this is fun. So we got shower, toilet. Even says it. Didn't even have to open the doors this time. Infirmary. Again, cool looking LCD setup there. So over here, it looks like we've got our very luxurious medical bay, complete with 100% imported marble. Yeah, very nice looking medical bay too. I like the beds with this going on in here, and then we've got like this by the beds, and of course we've got our medical equipment in here too. So, works for all the gameplay purposes and everything like that. Yeah, cool looking bay there. Like the plants in there too. Again, it's almost like I'm walking into some really fancy place here for the medical bay. I think people are going to get sick on purpose just so they can chill out in there. Portside wing. Remove the marked blocks to place auxiliary CPU extenders. Kind of an upgrade slot area here as well. Again, this ship is full of upgrades. And we can see that on the outside and some of the labeling going on the interior here as well. I'm going to leap of faith. Oh, I can't walk through there. I'll just take the stairway then. Fine. So here's our warp drive. Yeah, a lot of LCDs and stuff going on in here too. This is neat. A lot of attention to detail in this build. Some pretty interesting ways of going about doing things in a ship. Again, quite unique to the norm, I would say. A bunch of information up here too. Just kind of looking at that a little bit. I'm not going to read it all off or anything like that, but yeah, a lot of places to check out in this ship. Let me just see if there's something more I'm missing out in this general direction. Probably. Up, please. I tell you, you know what I really wish? I don't know if it's possible for the Reforged Eden developers, but if you could have this, where it's not a predefined size, and you have like your basically you put in like elevator blocks, and then it puts the elevator piece itself in, and then you could somehow set it to stop at different floors and make it any size you really want. That'd be amazing. I think I would full-time use elevators from that day forward, or this kind of elevator. Most of the time when I thought about using these elevators in some builds before, it's usually I would have more than one exit from an elevator going to different floors, or they were just simply not tall enough to get high enough up. But I love them. I love that they pulled that off and made moving player lifters in the game. The game has nothing like that stock default in the base game. And the RE developers managed to pull that off, which is really, really cool. I think I'm just I might be going to places I've been. No, I'm not. So here it looks like we got kind of like the main bridge of the ship here. Got some CPU blocks in here. Interior lights. Oh, look at that. We can turn it off the lights. I like these, these switches here. We can turn it off and on the shield. Kind of a toggle push button there. Look at the LCDs over here as well. There's the green blinking lights I think we've seen from the outside. System map over here. Yeah, really neat, really cool build. A lot of time and effort put into this. The detail levels, really cool ship shaping. Again, I could have missed some areas on here, but I do want to take a look at some specs on here, see what's going on. Really cool build. All right, size class 14, 65 forward, 17 strafing, 42 lift, 62 reverse, 42 down, 8 fuel tanks, 8 oxygen tanks. Got a lot of sentry guns on here. A barrage of some weaponry. Obviously, there's just keep in mind, ton more turret positions. 22-hour and 34-minute build time. Yeah, it's about what I would expect it to be. I'm not seeing anything that sticks out here like, oh my god, that's impossible to get. So yeah, hey, you know, it's a bigger, more late game style ship, but yeah, nothing crazy going on for its resource costs. Shield strength 41,400 stock. CPU wise, it's a Core 9 too, so nice setup there. 2.1 million CPU. Let's take a look at its storage. Okay, so nicely labeled storage as well. 640K looks like cargo storage there. Got a couple of fridges, 320K ammo controllers. And then beyond that, I think we're mostly dealing with like your normal boxes and things like that. So yeah, basically a big old cargo at 640 and a couple ammo controllers at 320 in there, plus all your miscellaneous stuff. Yeah, really cool. So again, this is the RE1 Helios battlecruiser by Golden Finch. Very cool build. I'd love to. I don't know if I've seen too many creations from you yet. I don't think I have. But yeah, really cool. Nice build. All right, so let's look at something a little bit different here. This isn't a player creation, but this is a new POI for the. Here, let me get. Sorry, I'm looking at a side screen here. I just want to make sure I'm reading it off correctly. Yeah, this is the BA Arc drone base by Solsticore. So this is a faction in the game, the Arc faction, and this is a drone base. Oh wait, did I? Okay, no, good, I didn't. I was worried that I was trying to spawn this so you could see it properly spawned in kind of above the ground, and I think it's supposed to be the way it is. It's not a below ground base here. So yeah, really cool designs on this as well. I love those texture lights going on here, making all the patterns. Pretty cool looking block work going around there as well. And you got the both the blue and the yellow texture lights. Interesting build. I don't want to like give it away. Obviously, this is something that you'll probably come across in gameplay. So I don't want to give away its secrets or anything like that. Just kind of what you can see from the outside here. But yeah, really cool looking build and design here. Well, here's some of the block work going on here, and look at the gradient of the colors going on up in there too. Plus the blocks that do that. Then again, it goes up into whites and grays and blacks and you name it. There's a lot going on in there. And we have some interior areas. You can see some of the new effect emitters over there. And obviously, excuse me. Obviously, there's some interior areas going on in here, I'm sure, to disable the drone base, but it looks like it's going to be probably popping off a whole bunch of drones out of these two slots over here, and then you're going to have to get in there, shoot everything up, figure out how to disable the base. And yeah, very cool build again. I love to see that building POIs like this. Not really cool looking POI. Bet you can see it pretty good at night too. Probably, yeah. Let's find out. Let's go dark. Look at the. Yeah. You can see this one coming. Kind of looks like you're coming into, I don't know, Las Vegas or something. Really cool. So again, I'm not going to look at the specs or anything. Different kind of builds, not for the player, just for something for you to come across in the game, and definitely give support to the authors that put all this time and effort into building content for the game to give the game more stuff. It's a lot of work to build it all. They typically don't get much back in return or anything or that many stuff. So it's just, yeah, definitely respect POI builders. And Solsticore does a lot of things. LCDs, POIs, player creations, all kinds of stuff. So really cool yet again here. So this is the BA_ Arc drone base by Solsticore. Very cool. All right, so we've got some more things out over here. Let's take a look at this guy. Now this one, I found in new releases this morning here. And here, let me get the HUD on. And yeah, Inquisitor, yes. So this is the Inquisitor MG590 by OPA 4KU. So one thing I noticed in the description on this is the player or the author of this build does not use CPU. So I'm not expecting this to be balanced out in CPU. Now this is an RE1 creation though. But I thought it looked really cool, and I definitely wanted to check this out. So it might be pretty extravagant with the amount of parts and stuff it's got on it, and I'm pretty sure, since it wasn't built for CPU, that those numbers aren't going to look good that way. But what a cool build! Really unique build. So when you don't have the CPU in play, you can get a little bit more creative with your designs, and also definitely make them bigger here too. It kind of looks like we do have, even with that said, a lot of additional weapon mount positions throughout the hull here as well. Kind of all over the place. In fact, it kind of looks like we got a artillery mount position, or maybe one of those special mining drills. And that bridge is really cool looking too. I like what the author did with the glass here. It's got kind of interesting. It's got like 2 layers, but over here it's just kind of got that kind of area that just doesn't connect there. It looks really neat, actually. I like that. So we got a whole bunch of launchers in this general area. What are these? Advanced laser cannons. So definitely a lot of shield takedown weaponry right in that area. Yeah, a lot of detail going on throughout the hull here too. But my goodness, a lot of look at all these extra turret positions here. These are some elevated ones and some down over here. So it looks like the author was really trying to give the turrets, or all the extra turrets you could put on here, good lines of sight as well. Wow, that's a big build. This is a big ship. I didn't even know. I looked at the picture. It looked like it was going to be pretty big, but yeah, this is a big build. Really unique here too. Look at this back structure over here. Wow. So we got some solar integrated in there as well. And it looks like wow, look at that thruster assembly. A couple big old XLs, a lot of these other smaller ones on the side there. Kind of, yeah, just really unique design on this one. Oh yeah, okay, so we got some mining drills too. So yeah, it kind of looked like it was a drill setup there. So kind of a drill setup on the backside, so you can do some asteroid mining and things like that as well. Yeah, a lot of block work going on here too. Little features like that. That looks really cool. You've got some strafing thrust in that area over there. Wow, really unique build here. I do dig this mining setup over here too. Oh, it's got a separate door to get in there. Guess we're gonna start our tour here, I think. Wow, this looks nice. I'm going to try to adjust the lights a little bit here. So yeah, I like this kind of bluish tint going on here. Kind of a uniform. Looks really cool. Nice looking LCDs in the area here too. And obviously this is our mining area, mining bridge. So, that's outside of the ship. That's wild. Alright, let's go up here, and it looks like we're kind of crossing over. I like how that's used as, instead of a doorway, it's using that one special thin block there as a doorway with texture lights on the insides there. It's kind of nice. If you don't really want to have a doorway, it's easier to walk through this than it is a doorway. Typically. Laser drills, yep. Wow. I don't even know where to go here. Wow, there's a big old hangar up here. I think we've seen this from the outside too. That's interesting. Look at the track or the lights on the sides there. It looks like we got wow, full-fledged medical bay right off to the side over here as well. Got some crew people. Is that a legit repair bay there? It is, or a repair console. And yep, right in here. Oh, very cool. Yeah, let's go this way. I don't know where I'm going. Wait, I just came from this way, right? So this just goes to this hangar. Okay. Constructors, main lifts. All right. Okay, here's our main lift. Let's check out the constructor or the production area here. Nice. Like it. So we got, yeah, constructor alley here. I love it. It's usually the setup I tend to go for myself. Have everything kind of close. Get a lot of production done at once. We do have an armor repair built in here. I like the LCD work in front of that. Yeah, it looks really nice. Like the lighting setup here and how it changed so much from that mining bridge into this area is much darker. I'll have to try to get back to that main elevator there. I just want to keep on going this way for now. Wow. This is like a promenade kind of thing going on here, it looks like. So we got gun bridge. Well, not really. I guess they're not shops or anything. It's just how the labeling's done. It's almost like I'm walking into a commercial sector of the ship here. Oh, cool looking crew room. I got some nice stuff. They even got some outside glass and everything going on in here. LCD up there. 8 beds. 21 degrees Celsius. Happiness. Nice. Let's go. Wow. Okay. So we're going over here now. What do we got here? It's like well, definitely a pilot seat. So this might be the main pilot seat. Oh, airlock doors over here too. Oh, that's cool. So you can get right in and out. It's almost big enough to park a really small style like SV or something in here. But yeah, that's cool that you got the doors right in there. And oh my goodness, it goes up a ways, doesn't it? And utility function in here too. Looks like shower and more stuff. Wow. Let's go up the elevator. Let's go this way and look for doors. Captain's quarters over here. I'll check out the little bit difference in lighting and coloring and stuff up in this area as well. And you got the Akua synth rock radio going on here. That's pretty cool. Nice media center thing going on there. Kind of have our facilities here. Yeah, Captain's got it pretty nice in here. Oh, it's got some O2 just in case. Very cool. Very cool Captain's room. Okay, I don't think I missed any other side ways yet. Okay, front lift. God, where are we now? Okay, so this would be the main bridge here. Yes, we see this from outside the big old glass section here. And there is our pilot seat. Yeah, really cool looking. With the stuff going on with all the glass and stuff in the area too, you get a lot of reflection, or shadows I should say, not reflections but shadows kind of going through here, and it kind of makes this area look really neat. You can see all the different lighting going on in these areas, which of course lighting make things look a lot more detailed too when you get all that lighting effects going on through there. But it is detailed. It doesn't need it, but it's got it anyway. That looks really cool. Really cool again. More airlock doors up in this section. Okay, so we're at the top of the elevator. Let's go this way. Wow, looks like a cargo storage room. Super detailed everywhere. Yeah, it looks nice. And we got our teleporter nicely on a sensor. So main hall. Let's go this way. I already admit I'm totally lost. So I'm just wandering randomly. It's a big ship. There's a lot of places. Wow, okay, so this definitely looks like an engineering area. We've got our main shield over there. Looks like some medium shield parts up in that area. And obviously some farming sections off to the side of this area. It's a big room. Really nice looking. Again, really, really cool looking here. And some grow plots here. Oh, wow. What got going on there? Okay, so more part upgrade places, it looks like. Kind of, I would say, for big shield parts. It looks like a 4-pack of the large shield parts, I'm guessing. They would fit there. I think that's 4 by 5 and 5 blocks that way. So I think that's what those would be for. At first, they almost looked like places to dock ships or something like that, but there's no hangar door. So it's got to be large shield upgrade part room. And I won't doubt this middle one here is probably for a fusion reactor. Oh, wow. Man, there's just stuff to look at everywhere here. I don't think the author, yeah, just detailed everything to death, which is really cool. Yeah, it's just like a utility room over here. Hold on, I want to get over that way. Dangerous area, yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're, yeah, fusion reactor, yeah, FR, yep, right there. Oh, that's cool, the big glass section going right across the ceiling here as well. And let's see this side, yeah, it looks like the rest of the large shield parts. You can really shield this thing up. Oh, look at this medical bay off to the side. It's not the only one on the ship. Again, a really big ship, but, oh wait, we got to go through here. So yeah, different on both sides. So we got a clinic over here. Oh, that's cool. Nice touch having someone like waiting there. And then of course your doctor or staff, medical staff. I don't know if it's a doctor, but man, where are we going now? We're like outside now. Holy smokes. So this is kind of like a landing pad area here. Yeah, and landing pads right off the side. That's done really, really differently. This whole ship is really unique. Just not your normal, doesn't follow any like standard kind of designs at all. Just very, very different. All right. Okay, so we might be making a full circle, maybe, but I'm sure there's more places. Oh yeah, we already been there. Well, anyway, here I'm gonna get into God mode here and just kind of tour around, look at some of this real quickly here, and we'll look at some specs here. I'm sure I missed some places, but man, this is a big old ship over here. A lot of stuff going on the inside here. Yep, this is above the shield rooms. Yeah, very cool build. Very cool build. Let's look at some numbers here. Again, keep in mind, this is built with not doing CPU. So um, so 168 forward. Wow, this thing's fast. 76 strafing, 100 lift, 77 reverse, 71 down with 69 on roll, 59 on yaw, 47 on pitch. Size class 16, 15 fuel tanks, 14 oxygen tanks. Um, wow, it does have some artillery cannons on here, 8 of them. 31 hour and 58 minute build time. It does have 13 human crew members on there. It does need quite a bit of this stuff. It's again, it's a really big ship here, and obviously has a gigantic upgrade path of stuff you can add to it as well, including like 5,000 different turrets. And I'm exaggerating a little bit there, but it has a lot of turret mount positions, and obviously it's not playing CPU, so kind of irrelevant in this build here. But it wouldn't need a lot of CPU. If this was a vanilla build, it'd probably work though, because you can pull off that 10 million CPU with the four cores there. So in the P menu here, we do have a stock shield of 41,100. A lot of P menu options in here for different kinds of weaponry, our laser drills, our BFG. Yeah, okay, some mining stuff going on here. Your rich mining. Take a look at storage. I can't read any of this, but we can, I can see the numbers just fine though. So we got some couple 320s here and 3 640s, and it kind of looks like maybe these are other boxes and things like that throughout the ship. Yeah, I don't know the language. It's all nicely labeled and everything. So very, very cool on that aspect too. So yeah, really, really, really cool build. Kind of fun doing this kind of thing, isn't it? Not stressing about all the CPU and stuff like that. It can be kind of fun sometimes here. But yeah, very nicely detailed. A lot of time and attention to detail went into this as well. So this again is the Inquisitor MG590 by OPA 4KU. All right, so the next build, I'm kind of all over the place on the builds on this one. We're going to look at, how about, I think this is the last build. Yeah, I actually do think it is the last build, right over here. So this is the Alpha by Major Havoc. And I've seen this in new releases. Let me get the light adjusted a little bit better here. And yeah, that's a cool looking shape for a ship there. I like this, how this is kind of what it's doing with its body design here. It kind of got the center section and these big old like side pieces here, which that looks really neat. It does look like a cool looking design there. And the color scheme on here, that's kind of white and red. Got some different colored texture lights, also some darks in the mix here. Some cool looking designer stuff on the top here with texture lights as well. And it does look like we got quite an outfit of weaponry in this portion of the ship, and on the inner sides of these like big, I wouldn't call them wings, but side shielding pieces here. Oh, we got a lot of launchers out in there too, it looks like. Whole grouping of them. Oh wow. These are advanced laser cannons, so bunch of advanced laser cannons, all kinds of them. If this is doubled up on the other side, that is a lot of shield takedown strength there. And a whole barrage of turrets all along the front over here. We're looking at some laser turrets back there and some miniguns there. Sensory guns on it as well. It's interesting how this lands here. So it kind of lands on this, this part of the ship. Big side shielding pieces here. It's kind of neat how that works out too. It's kind of got this slit here so these weapons can fire kind of through that, but it also kind of serves as a functional protection, at least from the side, on some of those weapons there. Got some reverse thrust in that area. Ah, yeah, this looks like it's, if I were to guess, I would, obviously it's got a launcher back in there, but the size of this kind of looks like it's for like one of them big old rail guns or something like that. It's just not in place. I think you have to do that in game. I don't think you can just slop those on a ship you put on the workshop. And then our bridge is kind of right back over here, kind of tucked in there. Yeah. Well, right now it certainly looks like it could do more than just combat, but it certainly looks like it's kind of designed for combat. But it's pretty good sized ship here too, so we'll see what's inside of it. Yeah, cool looking block work though. A lot of angles and really neat shaping. I really dig this whole design here for these side pieces too. Big side shielding pieces and stuff like that. Don't see that too much. You see sometimes a little bit, but yeah, it's really cool shaping on that. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to. I'm looking for a way aboard here. Wasn't sure if there's something I'm missing down on the bottom side here, or maybe this is kind of. Well, it does land, doesn't it? Huh. Well, let's. Maybe I'll come in up here. We'll figure out how to. I'm sure there's multiple ways in and out of the ship. So we'll start here. I'm going to try to adjust the lighting again. I know it's. I'm really watching with the lighting though. I know there's been a lot of comments saying that things are too dark, and I'm trying to avoid that. But I'm also trying to accent, any good light stuff going on in these ships too, because that can really change the look of a interior space as well. So it looks like our main pilot seat over here, bridge, a couple passenger seats, and a bunch of utility function right in the area here. So we got looks like a full medical bay, a couple controllers, armor locker, and yeah, really quick access into the bridge on either side. Oh, that is cool. I missed that when I was flying through here, but yeah, nice touch there. That would be very useful. And then it looks like we're going through oh, that's just a louvered door there, so we got airtight, and this goes out to a landing pad out in this journal area here. And let's hit the elevator here. Star Command faction members here. Alpha MK1 by Major Havoc. Okay. The ship is mostly plastic with combat steel nose. Try not to let your shields drop. Okay, so some good information here about the ship. Designed as a Core 9 starter, combat CV. Get players into combat in RE. That's cool. That's cool. Like the touch there. Oh wow, look at this. So we got our main shield room here. It looks like. So we got our shield and a whole bunch of extra shield pieces, and more room for some more. So that is definitely cool as well. Where does this go? Oh, big old space here for probably upgrade parts. We do have some thruster stuff in there, Wi-Fi. And let's head out this way. Obviously, you got an advanced generator back in there. And our main core looks like it's right over here. I like this facing for it there. Oh, actually, no. It's, main core plus core room. So we got a lot of stuff going on here. So it's probably a Core 9 setup. We'll look at the specs here in a little bit. It kind of said it was. To get you into combat into the game here. Some thruster access, O2 and stuff like that over here. Oh, wow. So we got an elevator down here. Is that how I was supposed to get on board? I don't see a button. Alright, well. And I think that might be the ship interior area. So it's pretty much to the point here. Again, kind of set up for a lot of upgrades and things like that. I'm going to get out of God mode a second and see how this works out here. I wonder if there's a P menu option or something for... Yes. Look at that. Okay. That's sneaky. That's really... Oh, that's... So you can have one of these that can... You don't have to draw out the side pieces on it. Oh, that's cool. I can just hit that. I can go back over here. And... Wait, oh, I'm looking at the wrong creation. Go here and that, and it'll bring me up into the ship. Yeah, that's cool. Really interesting setup there. So, mystery solved on how you get in the ship from the bottom part of it. I just didn't see anything obvious like your normal ramps or something. And yeah, I guess yeah, right over there. Very cool. All right, let's look at some numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 3, 57 forward, 57 strafing, 40 lift, 32 reverse, 32 down, 18 fuel tanks, 14 oxygen tanks, and 15 hour and 56 minute build time. Yeah, kind of what I would expect it to cost. Does need some estrum and zacosium in the mix here. It does have, you know, an outfit of weapons on here right now. I'm pretty sure you can add a lot more as well, but definitely has a lot of shield takedown on this one. Speaking of a shield, it comes stock with 37,125 on shield. CPU wise, it is a Core 9 build. Just yeah, 4,000 over. That ain't gonna make any difference whatsoever, really. So nice Core 9 setup there. Anti-shields, and what are these? Oh, different weapon groups. Okay, that makes sense. It does have a lot of anti-shield weaponry on it. I actually think this would really chew up shields pretty quickly. One thing I just noticed too, I wasn't paying attention to, is looks like you can like park the, you know, like top mount it or turn it upside down and park it too. So that is pretty cool. So we do have landing gear kind of both on the ground and above. Maybe that docks into a larger creation kind of meant for this. Yeah, really cool build here again. Let's look at the storage. So, oh, that's right to the point. We got a main storage at 368K, ammo at 320, and harvest at 320. Yeah, I don't think I've seen one of these that was simpler ever. That is really easy to understand. I like that. Yeah, very, very cool. Again, this is the Alpha by Major Havoc for Reforged Eden 1. In fact, all these creations were Reforged Eden 1 over here. So again, yeah, really, really cool builds by everybody again. Love to see the creativity and all the directions that different people go on and styling. And it's also cool to see a lot of the builds getting updated for Reforged Eden 2 as well. And kind of getting some retrofits in there and things like that. It's really cool. So as far as I know, too, I think there's a beta version of RE2 that has come out today. So it's very possible I might be checking that out a little bit later, maybe on the, we'll see how that goes. But other than that, you all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.